Alright, I'm gonna check out a few things here. Test out, I mean. I did a showcase on and posted to my YouTube where I used Black Durin, and I feel like I messed up because I can't check it here, but I'm almost positive that you're supposed to use White Durin so that way he buffs Pyro and Electro when you do like an overload comp or something like that. Because I think only Hydro and Cryo he is not able to buff. So we'll see what happens here. I think the last time I did a showcase, it was for 2 minutes, but I had over 8 million damage with this team, and I was constantly using Black Durin. So let's try to see what happens if I use White Durin,
I
how
still
much
have so much to
more or
learn about
less
human
damage that my
interactions.
Yoimiya will contribute.
Where should I put my
In 2
hands when I'm
minutes, Yoimiya
nervous?
was contributing
I just really
43%, so
want to
I
make
changed the
friends with
timer to
everyone.
60 seconds to make it a lot simpler. Um, Here, let me... Oh, I can't go to my options. I was going to turn down, like, the music and stuff like that, but that's okay. Alright, here we go. Starting... I'm going to mute myself and then start. So, 3, 2, 1...
Okay, you luck.
I don't know what's wrong with me. This is a terrible start. So I switched to the wrong character. I meant to switch to Fischl, use skill, and then use Shepherdess, but alright, let's try this again. Yeah, my nose is all freaking... It's like stuffy and runny. It's been snowing like crazy over here. Anyways, let's try this again. You know, I'm not gonna mute, but let's just try this again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Get back! The abyss is burned.
Odds repeat. Justice will prevail. Shadow Raven. Here come the fireworks.
You know what? I think I messed something up here. I just realized that this is actually working now. And I thought it was supposed to just prevent you from losing energy over time, but yeah, no, I actually gained way too much energy. And I don't want full energy all the time on my Yoimiya, so yep, I messed that up. I could have sworn there was something... Yeah, energy drop every 2 million damage dealt. Okay, yeah, there was something there about that. So I thought that thing was to keep you from losing too much energy, but yeah, now I don't want that much energy. I might switch to something like Echoes for Yoimiya in the future, but here goes nothing. Maybe I should just restart this video. Whatever. Let's just see what happens. And 3, 2, 1, go. Already messed up. Already messed up. I don't know why I keep going black mode Durin. I think I did that before too, so it wouldn't have been a good test anyway. Alright, let's try this again. White mode Durin. 1, 2, 3, go.
Stay back! The story has opened.
My royal you asked for it. Final warning.
Midnight Venta.
Time for a light show. A festive reprise.
Stay back! The story has only.
Hands where I can see 'em.
Oh no.
Watch out!
I messed up.
You asked for it. Drop your weapons. Stop right. Wings of dark.
Okay. almost 5 million. Even though I messed up, almost 5 million. So yeah, white mode Durin definitely made a difference there. So my Yoimiya was contributing 48% instead of 43%. And my Durin and Fischl were contributing about the same amount. Let's do it for 2 minutes and see what happens. And maybe I'll fix my rotation a bit. So instead of using Fischl's skill so early, I'll just use her charge attack. And kind of go from there. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Stay back! Turning.
Hands where I can see 'em. Midnight fin. Fuse is lit.
Hope I did that right.
Look the ship down.
Stay back! Turning.
Justice will prevail. Drop your.
Stay back! Turning point.
You asked for it. Final warning. Shadow Raven.
Okay, Fischl's energy is pretty good. I always had a problem with it in the past, especially during Stygian Onslaught.
Here come the fireworks.
Leave it to me! Turning point.
Hands where I can see 'em. Drop your weapon. By royal fire hazard.
Oh, I think I messed that up.
Leave it to me! The story has only just...
You asked for it. Midnight fantastic. Fuse is lit. A festive reprise.
Watch out! Decay!
Justice will prevail. Stop. Odds revealed. Fire hazard.
Leave it to me! Decay!
Okay, that was actually really good. Don't worry about what it says about DPS. That's damage per second. Towards the end there, I was bursting. But this was way better than my first showcase. I increased it by 2 million. So, yeah, Durin white mode definitely was the better play here. I forgot how his kit works again, but I think that it increases your damage with Pyro and Electro when he reacts with other elements. So I don't know if it reacts with Geo and Animo, but I know that at the very least, Electro, Pyro, those can be buffed. Dendro, for example, can be buffed. And so I expect that Animo and Geo can also be buffed. I just have to go back and check his details. Here's the builds, though. You'll see Yoimiya's attributes on the left-hand side. It just doesn't show HP, and it won't show EM. But EM doesn't really matter for Overload. I mean, sure, yeah, having more actual Overload damage would be nice, but it's not the biggest deal. It can't crit until we get some sort of Lunar Overload or Hex Overload or something like that. It wouldn't surprise me if we got, like, Inazuma Overload. Because Raiden was always overloading people when Bennett was used in a team comp. Anyway, but yeah, there's my Yoimiya stats. Here's Durin. He's on Wolfang, which is the Battle Pass weapon. There's Fischl. She's on the something Great Magic. I forgot. It's Linny's weapon. I should probably switch her to Stringless and see if that changes anything. And then here's Shechrus. Shechrus is on the event weapon. It's like a magical staff or something for healing and keeping up with energy. She probably could be better suited on something like Fav, but the weapon that I have her on right now gives her more HP. I've debated whether I want to switch her from a healing circlet to an HP circlet, since I don't have good substats right now for my non-HP main stat pieces, including the circlet itself. So yeah, these are the builds. And if we look at it here, Yoimiya did almost 5 million damage by herself, but the overall team damage was 10 million, which was pretty damn good. I think my Nefer doubles this for my Nefer team. I posted a showcase of my Nefer on YouTube
We've got
already,
nothing else to
and
do.
it was for
Why don't I
60
tell you a
seconds.
story?
So Yoimiya effectively does half the damage that my Nefer does, but I mean, it is to be expected. It's a freaking Nodcrite character, and right now they're kind of busted. And I have the Nefer Premium team. This is the Durin is like the first 5-star that we can truly say is part of Yoimiya's premium team, because despite what people will tell you, Yoimiya Vape is not her best team. Yoimiya Melt is not her best team. It turns out that it's with Shechrus. So Yoimiya Overload is currently, and has been for a while now, her best team ever since Shechrus came out. So yeah, just consider that when if you want to play Yoimiya, yeah. You don't need to build your Hydro units like Xingqiu, Yulan. Leave that for Arlecchino, Hu Tao, etc. Um, and if you want to play her on a Melt team, you probably want to use Sit Lolly and someone like Ganyu, or someone with a long-lasting cryo area of effect or something.
Fireworks are for now, but
But yeah,
flames
yeah,
are
this has been a
forever.
good test. This is probably the most damage I've ever done with my Yoimiya, so I'm really happy with that. I really do hope she still gets buffed in the future, but for all those saying that Durin and Fischl are like a Yoimiya wheelchair, you're dead wrong. As you can see here, she does 49% of the damage. It could be 50% if I just fix my rotation a bit, I bet. And yeah, that she is by no means being carried. She's actually supporting them as well, because now it's actually worth using her burst. So if you have that at level 10, or if you crowned it and you're a big Yoimiya main, well, guess what? It's worth it now. After she does her little combo, she can buff attack by like 20% or so, and I don't know how long it lasts, but Fischl snapshots. So Fischl will snapshot those attack buffs and deal more damage as a result. So anyways, that's my Yoimiya updated showcase. I definitely did more damage with white mode Durin, and yeah, I feel like I know why. But let me go ahead and switch out. So I'm going to exit. Oops, wait, what's this? Bonus stats. Oh, that's right. You could fix the. I totally forgot you could do that. Okay. Anyway, another reason why this mode is so cool. All right, let's get out of here. And oh, my nose. All right, let's return to lobby, and then I think I have to go from current lobby. Yeah, return to Devad. Okay, to Tevat. All right. Anyway. So now I can actually show off the builds here. So some things that I could change. As you can see here, I only have 16 EM. Uh, Giving her more EM to give more overload damage, I guess, would be helpful, but it's not completely necessary. But see, like the goblet that I have here, I actually could use energy recharge, because now you want to burst with Yoimiya, and if you could burst every rotation, that might be better than only bursting every other rotation for the sake of keeping like 100% uptime on her attack buff, which is, if you look at her actual thing here. So where is it? Whoops, wait, no, I think it's her passive. Alright, so this is Ryukin Sacrifice. Okay, so using her burst causes nearby player members, not including Yoimiya, to gain a 10% attack increase for 15 seconds. Additionally, a further attack bonus will be added on based on the number of Ascension talent Tricks of the Troublemaker stacks Yoimiya possesses when using Ryukin Saxifrag. Oh my god, Saxifrage, I don't know. Each stack increases attack bonus by 1%. So I think you can get this up to like 20%, but it doesn't. Wait, does it say that there's their maximum thing? Yeah, I don't see it. Here we go. Tricks determine shots from unit, normal attack. Increase pyro damage bonus by 2% on hit. This effect lasts for 3 seconds and have a maximum of 10 stacks. Here it is. Yeah, so you can get 10 stacks of this. And when you have 10 stacks and you use her burst, then you get a 20% attack buff instead of a 10% attack buff. Just using her burst will at least still give a 10% attack bonus. But yeah, now there's going to be a reason to want to get energy recharge on Yoimiya. And yeah, the tricky part is that her weapon gives her less bonus when you have full energy. I think. Hold on, let me read the weapon. It's been a while. Increase attack, grant the might of the Thunder Emblem. Character will obtain 1 stack of Thunder Emblem in each of the following scenarios. Okay, normal attacks deal damage. Stacks last 5 seconds. Casting elemental skill. Stacks last 10 seconds. Energy is less than 100%. Stacks disappear when energy is full. Each stack duration is calculated independently. So, using her skill, doing a normal attack, and not having burst will actually give her 40% in total, 40% normal attack damage bonus, which is good, but yeah. It's kind of hard to balance out wanting energy on her now, but I have 115 and I almost was able to burst every rotation. Actually, I didn't pay attention to my energy when I was doing the damage test. I'm gonna look at it on the video and maybe just put it in the description or something. But yeah, with a little bit more energy, she could do some extra buffing, I guess you could say. So like the Pyro Goblet doesn't have crit damage, so that's one stat that could change, and then it doesn't have energy recharge, so that's another stat that could change. Otherwise, you could get some, I could afford. I can't talk. Otherwise, I could use some more EM. Energy. So the attack sands could use EM, but these are actually kind of perfect stats for her anyway. But it's a 3-liner, which kind of sucks. And then her feather, as we can see here, we have quite a few out there. This has energy recharge, and it has quite a bit of crit rate. So pretty good value on the plume here. 3-liner, whereas this one is a 4-line start. So that's why I marked it. So this one's probably going to be better than this one overall if you're going for a vape team. But if you're just trying to maximize her damage... Actually, no, this one's just better overall, even with overload, because I don't have attack percent on this feather, so it can only get better if this rolls well. Anyways, going forward, so I have the flowers here, so I have a lot of crit value on this flower, but I also have energy recharge and EM on this flower, so I think I picked this one because of that. And I'm pretty sure it's 4-line? Yeah, it's 4-line start, so kind of low rolls on the crit rate and whatnot, but yeah, all crit rolls. You can't really go wrong with that. Versus a 3-line start that went all crit rolls. What a difference, right? Anyway, and then we have the circlet, which is ass! I've never gotten a good circlet, man. I have this, which is 3-line. But yeah, I just can't seem to get a good circlet. This at least has EM. But yeah, less crit rate overall. And yeah, I don't want to lose the crit rate. I think this was a newer one, because I was farming Emblem. But yeah, I can never get a good circlet. And I don't want to go less than 80% crit rate overall. I would love to get 90%. But yeah. That's the build, and this is what I think of Yoimiya. I think she's due for some buffs. She could definitely use some buffs, but she's not the worst unit. Like, people are always saying Yoimiya's bad, Yoimiya's bad, Yoimiya's bad. She's not bad. You're just playing her wrong. That's all it is. You're just playing her wrong. So many people play her double Hydra, Yulan Xingqiu. That wasn't even close to her best team when it came out. Her best team when that came out, when Yulan came out, her best team was technically with Kazuha, but everyone wants a shield. So if you want a shield, her best team was technically Yoimiya, Yelan, Yunjin, Zhongli. Back then, anyway. That was her best team. But you needed a lot of energy on Yelan and Yunjin, so it was hard to maintain. And for people saying that, oh yeah, she needs a shield, if you were okay running a different team, you could run Yoimiya, Bennett, Kazuha, Yelan, and Kazuha could double swirl Bennett and Yelan's elements. So that was a really good team back then too. But it just wasn't that great compared to Overload when Shahrus came out. And so many people try to make Yoimiya Mountain Vape work, but man, Overload is just so much better.
Goldfish as pets?
And not because of Overload, it's just because of Chevrus. Chevrus was such a good addition to the game. But yeah, Yoimiya is good, guys. Just build your teams correctly. And actually build your supports. You can't just pull 5 stars and go, oh, none of the 5 stars work as good with Yoimiya as they do with all the other characters. Yeah, that's fine. We had Eon Sun for a while, and you could have ran Eon Sun instead of Durin. We had Bennett before Eon Sun, you could have ran Bennett instead of Eon Sun or Durin. And Overload was still her best team. So, Chevrus has been out since freaking Fontaine, guys. I don't know what else to say. Yoimiya's great, guys. Just, yeah. That's all I got. Anyways, that's enough yapping from me. So thank you for watching, and depending on when you're watching, have a great morning, afternoon, or night, and just remember to stay happy, stay healthy, and just have fun. For those of you freezing your asses off out there, stay warm. And don't forget, when it comes to these gacha games, you do not need to spend money to get good. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.